My name is Mark, and people know me on the trail as 2-Pack. Hey, come on a quest with me as I continue to hike along the Appalachian Trail. It should be a real big adventure. All right, it's August 10th, and we gotta climb up a mountain and early in the morning, and then we're gonna head to Hiker's Welcome, the hostel where we're gonna stay for a couple nights and do a slack pack over Mount Moosilauke. Here we are on top of Mount Cube, about 6:30 in the morning. How do you like this? We have to climb up a rock face that doesn't have much grip to it. I would say it's about a 45-degree angle. I hope it's not wet at all. Gotta follow those cairns. Sorry guys, another video of a pretty scene. Coming off of Cube Mountain, got this stream to cross. Got a couple of rocks to hopscotch all across. Alright, we had to walk up the road about 1/3 of a mile, and we're staying right here at the Hiker's Welcome. Probably staying in that barn there. I understand they have like 30 bunk rooms. Here's home for the next 2 nights. Yeah. And I'll be sleeping in this corner. It's August 11th, and we just got dropped off by our shuttle driver. It's 7:30 in the morning. It took a half hour to get from the hostel to the north side of Mount Moosilauke. So, you guys ready to hike? Tackle this mountain? We'll see. Wow, look at this gorgeous waterfall. It looks like we're going to be paralleling this stream all the way up the mountain. So we'll see water cascading all along the trail. Halfway up the mountain, trees are starting to die. The living trees are getting smaller, and the views are starting to begin. Hopefully we don't get clouded out at the top. So the higher we get up on Mount Moosilauke, the colder it gets. It probably dropped 10 degrees already, and the cloudier it gets. Looks like we're going to be clouded in at the top. Hopefully not. We'll see. Hopefully the sun will break out. So in case you're wondering why I have this bandana wrapped around my chest, is because I have this day pack. We're slack packing today, and I'm only carrying a minimal amount, 1 lunch and some drinks to get over the mountain. And this backpack doesn't have a front clip across the chest. It keeps falling off my shoulders. So that's why you see the bandana across my chest. Just to show you how windy it is up here. How drastic. Temperature's about 45 degrees. And the wind's blowing about 30 miles an hour. You can see rangers walking backpacks just fluttering away. Go windy?
You should see 2-Pack's hood. It's like this on his phone.
Moosilauke, 4,800 feet. Wind gusts about 40 miles an hour. Crazy up here. No view, unfortunately. Very good. You got good balance. There's Ranger 1 crossing. The logs. The stream is steep, that's for sure. Like that. Oh, that was a good save.
Almost on a wet left foot.
Good save. You got it. Well, we just stopped at the Glen Cliff Trailhead, and some church people made us hamburgers, hot dogs, watermelon, oranges, chips, granola bars, and homemade chocolate chip cookies and homemade pickled items, and a red cabbage salad. It was delicious. Thank you all for helping the hikers out. We certainly did enjoy it. Hey everyone, August 12th, and our shuttle driver just let us off, and immediately we're starting on the uphill into the mountains. We're gonna go on the Kinsmans next 2 days, and we're gonna stay at Kinsman's shelter tonight, or Kinsman Pond Shelter, and should be about a 10-11 mile hike, and should be some beautiful views today. Got some nice clear skies, but thunder showers are expected to roll in between 6 and 8 p.m. So we gotta make headway today. All right, we're hot on the tracks of a moose. I think he went down this way. Heading up Wolf Mountain, and this overlook came into view. Isn't it gorgeous? So through parts of New Hampshire, the trail is not marked with a white blaze all the time. And sometimes we have to follow other trails that coincide with the Appalachian Trail. So makes it kind of difficult. Also, these steep terrain, muddy bogs, and roots and rocks make it very difficult to do more than 10 miles per day. So we're gonna just shoot for that and see if we can get through the whites in about 2 weeks. Just come by a swamp, and what a beautiful sight. Look how everything is so heavily mossed in this forest. Looks like we came into a bog, and we're going to be climbing even higher. That's the Kinsmans Ridge. There's a south and a north peak. And Ranger 1's going to show you how to walk on water. There's Ranger 1 and Lightning coming up Kinsman Mountain.
You just want to catch us falling. Bit of a climb, that's for sure.
Definitely. We still have a little bit more to go, folks. Look at this view. Top of Kinsman Mountain. This is just the southern peak. It's about 3 o'clock Now it's almost 4 o'clock now in the afternoon. So here we are on top of North Kinsman, looking out at Franconia Ridge. And that little pond down there we have to hike to. There's a shelter. We're going to stay the evening. It's already 4:30. I don't think we're going to get there till about 7 o'clock. Look at those beautiful mountains. Here we are at Kinsman Pond Shelter, where we're going to be staying the night. And there's our lovely caretaker, Bean.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Well, here's a view of Kinsman Pond, and we're going to stay in the shelter tonight. It's supposed to thunderstorm tonight, so we're going to try to stay dry, and it's actually supposed to rain in the morning, so we might have to get a little wet when we get out. And but we're going to go to the Notch Hostel tomorrow and evaluate the situation before we go any further into the Whites. It was a brutal climb today. We did 2,000 feet straight up. You can see how steep the mountains are. Had a lot of bouldering, a lot of hand over hand climbing, and going down was even harder. Luckily the rocks weren't too slippery, and no falls today. Hey, it's August 13th, and we climbed down the mountain off of Kinsman's, and it was quite a steep descent. And then we're here at the first hut known on the Appalachian Trail. I think there's 4 huts altogether that there are along the Whites, and we may stay at one, who knows. Very expensive. All you get is a bunk, a dinner, and a breakfast. And it cost anywhere from $150 to $200. No showers, no laundry. And this one kind of overlooks a lake. I think we're going to go by it. It doesn't get any more beautiful than this. Oh man, lightning just went into this stream. It fell right in where that pointed rock is. He lost his trekking pole. Luckily he wasn't swept down into the current. All right, we made it 5 miles down to the trail, and we had to cross 4 streams, large streams. I fell in up to my calves, so my shoes are all wet. Poor Lightning, he tried to leap from one rock to the other, and the rock was slippery, and he slipped right off the edge, and he went in, pack and all, and banged up his knee, his elbow, and hopefully he's okay. But all his gear is wet, his phone's wet. It's gonna be a tough day for him, and he lost his trekking pole. Matter of fact, my trekking pole got bent on one of those river crossings as well, but I was lucky enough to bend it back. So we gotta walk about a mile down this paved trail, and we will meet our shuttle driver and go into another hostel called the Notch. Now the reason we're going to another hostel so soon is we're going to be packing up 6 days of supplies to go into the mountains of the Whites and do them 6 days straight without coming back down and going into town. Otherwise we'd have to take trails that would take up to a half a day going back and forth just to get supplies. So we're going to try to make it through the Whites in 6 days all the way up to Mount Washington. We'll see. This is the toughest part of the journey.